Hi, good afternoon. My name is Carla. I am from the Anatomy and Physiology class. Today we will be talking about the skin, its functions, its layers, and everything. So yeah. First of all, let's get started with the functions of the skin. One of the main functions of the skin is to prevent any type of injury, any type of germ getting into our bodies, because it's our first layer or outer layer. It will always be the skin, the top layer of any body. Another function that we have is that it prevents water loss, it regulates body temperature, it produces vitamin C, it allows you, I think one of the most important parts is that it allows the human body to have some type of sensation, like touch, which is one of the five senses of the human body, which is touch. We're able to touch things. It also provides us with an immune protection. And also, a beautiful thing that the body has, especially the skin, is that through sweat, it eliminates a lot of the waste of the body, which is why the skin has a lot of functions itself, which one of the main functions is obviously protect the human body. Obviously, the skin is divided into different layers. The main layer, which is the one that protects us, is the outer layer, which is the epidermis. Then we have the dermis, which will be the middle layer, and then we have the hypodermis, which is the last layer of the skin. Okay, let's get more deep into the three layers. We have the epidermis, which contains keratinocytes, which is what produces keratin, and then we have the melanocytes, which produces melanin, which is what gives us the skin color that we have, and also it protects from UV ray lights. Then we have the Merkel cells also in here, which is what detects or touch. The Merkel cells is what detects the touch, and then we have the Langerhans cells, which is what the immune cells that fight any infections. So this is what it's made up of the epidermis. We have our touch, we have our sensitivity, we have what protects us, which is will be on the epidermis. So right here in the middle, we have the dermis layer, which contains the hair follicle, as you can see right here, which is what produces hair. And then we also have the sebaceous gland right here, which is what helps us keep the skin moisturized, which is what also creates the oil to help it keep moisturized. We also have the sweat glands, which helps us produce sweat to cool the body. And then we have, as you can see here, the blood vessels, which help us deliver nutrients and regulate any body temperature. And then we also have the nerves, which is what detects us when we get hurt, when we have any heat, when we're cold, or any of that issue. And then we have our last layer, which is a hypodermis, which is the deepest layer of the skin, which mostly also contains fat and connective tissue at the bottom right here. And to finalize everything, we have the tissues of the skin, which we have epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. Everything has a function itself. The epithelial tissue is what helps us protect the skin, and then we have the connective tissue, which is what provides the support, and then we have the muscle tissue, which is what helps us let's say we get goosebumps, and then we have the nervous tissue, which senses the environment, which is our touch and stuff like that. And to finalize everything and do a little recap, we know that the skin is what protects the body, it helps us regulate, it also has three layers, which is the epidermis, dermis, and hypodermis, and also has different cells and tissues that obviously work together to keep us healthy and protect our body itself. Thank you.